Good afternoon. In this lecture, we are going to discuss aggregate functions of MySQL in detail. First of all, what is the significance of an aggregate function? So, using an aggregate function, you can summarize the results of an expression over a number of rows returning a single value. In the sense, if you are having a set of tuples, a set of rows, out of which you want to work it out and you want to get a single value as a result. In that case, you can go for an aggregate function, right? So the syntax for aggregate function is aggregate function, that is the name of an aggregate function. Within bracket, you need to specify whether you want to make it as a distinct. Defaultly, it will be using all and followed by the expression, right? We'll see an example so that we'll have a better idea. So the commonly used aggregate functions are sum, count, average, minimum and maximum, right? We'll see an example here. So the employee table. Employee table is going to hold employee ID, name, department name and salary. These are all the attributes we are going to use it in the employee table. So using a create command, we can create this table. So create table, table name is an employee in which employee ID is a number and name is a varchar of 50, department name is varchar of 50 followed by salary is a number. You can use integers, specify the size here also. So once you are given that, you will get a table. You can, that is, you are supposed to create a table of specified attributes. Then you want to enter the values into the table. Either you can do it one by one using an insert command, insert into table, that is insert into employee values. Those values with number will be given as such and with varchar has to be given with a single quotes, right? So this can happen, or else you can use another command, load data. Using that, you can load the value from a txt file into the database. You can populate it directly with a single command. You can populate 100 records. When you are using insert command, you are able to populate one by one. That you need to write a single query for every entries, right? So after inserting that, when we want to extract the details of the employee table, the simple command we are going to use is select star from employee, which will display the details of all employees in the employee table, right? So I just want to know the salary of all the employees from employee table. So in that case, I just want to know the sum of the salary, how much, say being a company owned by me, I just want to know how much I am going to incur on paying the salary for the employees. In that case, I use this, right? I want to know the total amount I am going to spend for giving salary for the employee. So if that is the case, select followed by the aggregate operator sum. Then on which field I am going to apply. The field or attribute I am going to apply is salary from the table name. This is what the query is. Select aggregate operator on which attribute from the table. This will yield you the salary, sum of total salaries in your this one, right? This is your first query, right? I know that this is the total amount I'm going to spend. I just want to know how much I'm going to spend on each and every department separately. In that case, there is a concept called group by. So using the group by command, I know that in a particular set, I can make a subgroups. On that subgroup, I can apply, right? So I have got English department, Hindi department, computer science department. I want to know that the salary incurred in individual departments separately. In that case, the query will be like this. Select sum of salary from employee. What I want to know, I want to group it by the department name. So group by the department name. In that case, depending upon the department, there are 4 departments in the employee organization. Based on those departments, the amount is subbed or total is given, right? No, now I don't know what are all the departments available. I just want to have the department name in before that. So I'm writing a query like this. Select department name followed by sum of salary from employee group by department name. In that case, department name is going to be the first column wherein you are specifying what are all the departments available. Based on that department, what is the sum of the salary you are getting is going to be the next value, right? So I'll calculate the employees in English department and find the sum. Same way in marketing, those are all who belongs to marketing department, I'll find the sum. Same way for PS and sales, right? Is that clear? Right. So can I write a query like this? In the sense, I want to apply a condition on group by operator. So generally what we'll do, select these attributes, then we'll from the table where you'll give the condition, right? Same way can I apply this, right? But here what is a small difference is group by department name, where department name equal to engineering. Here I want only engineering department sum of the salary. But this is not going to happen. Why? Because your group by should not succeed or should not combine with where. So what you need to have is, you need to have a, what to say, having column. The keyword for group by is having, not where. So how I want to have it is, select department name followed by sum of salary from employee, group by department name. So based on the department name you are grouping, but you want to select the condition department name equal to engineering. Instead of where condition, here group by is combined with having. So group by department name, having department name equal to engineering. This is a correct syntax for group by command, right? Then average function. So I want to find the average salary for that employees, for the employee table. In that case, select average of salary from the employee, this one. But what happens is, so when I do this, but I won't get the correct answer here, as the table has got 7 records, but the value I have got is only 53,571. But that is not a case. I'm getting 62,500. This is a value what I am getting, but this is what the expected is. Why this is happening is because of a null value. One of the record is having a null value as a salary. All your functions except count will ignore null value. This is a rule. In the sense, all your aggregate functions except count ignores null values. In the sense, if there is any null value, sum won't consider, average won't consider, min and max won't consider. Only count will consider the null values, or it will just count the null value also. That's why the problem of average is going to be different. If there is a null value, it will just ignore the count of null value, right? So select average salary from employee means what it will ignore the null means it is dividing this by 6, not by 7, because one of the value is null. So it just ignores the value and it will consider that as a 6 count, and it is giving the answer as 6250, right? Then fine, I want to know how this is counting null value. So what I am doing is using a count function, select count of star, then count of salary. So star means all the records, salary means only that attribute will be considered. So from employee, so I am getting count star as 7 and count salary as 6, because count star means all. Here null values are going to be considered, whereas salary there is a null value which doesn't consider, right? So count of salary is going to be the 6, because this simply ignores the null value. And I want to find an average, right? So in that case, we'll see this example, right? Select student name, average of marks from student and enrollment. Here this is from 2 tables where I just want to check student enrollment is equal to student dot id is equal to enroll dot student id. If these things are getting matched, then I can find the average of marks. Then I'll group by student name. So based on the student's name, I'll find the average of those marks, right? And how to use min and max. So min is select minimum of salary, name from employee, group by name. Based on the name of the department, right? I'm going to find the minimum salary and I'm going to display the name also. So minimum salary in that particular department. Same though for maximum salary in that department, right? Is that clear? So in this lecture, we discussed 5 aggregate operators: sum, average, count, minimum and maximum. So today's exercise is based on this. Hope you will understand this. Thank you.